JH2L podcast. Just here to listen. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the JH2L podcast. Just here to listen. I am Naja B, aka Miss B, and I'm here with
It's the spill.
Hey Spill. What it do?
What's happening?
I know I'm so anxious for what it do, but I had to get it out.
Right. Look like you doing good today.
Yeah, I'm good. You
I'm straight.
we good. Let's rock.
What you got for us today?
So today we're talking about seasons and lifetime friendships
Huh?
or people being in your life for seasons and lifetime.
Right. Well, rock us in.
Yeah. Well, before we start that, what are you not listening to today?
I am not listening to the citizens app.
Mm,
It's been a lot more crimes on the app than usual.
yeah.
I'm not sure if they trying to scare us.
Uh-huh.
They want to make people do more crime.
Mm.
But I've been seeing so much activity that it's like something. Either this is fake news
Oh,
or people really starting to buy into this world getting crazy thing.
it's going crazy.
It's going crazy
Yeah.
every second, all day. It's just all day crime, petty crime, violent crime.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of that too.
Right, it's crazy.
Hmm.
What you not listening to today?
Well, I'm not listening to the beauty standard.
What?
Yeah, I'm not listening to the beauty standard.
What they talking about?
They talking about you gotta not have no belly, you gotta have long hair, you gotta be wearing makeup, you gotta. I'm not doing all of that. I'm pretty, I'm beautiful, and I'm gorgeous, and you gonna see that. This is what you get.
Who are these people saying this? Where you heard that at?
This is everywhere.
Instagram.
Yeah, social media. I always be looking at that. I'm finna take a social media break in a minute,
I
cause
was gonna suggest that.
yeah. But no, I've just been seeing it, and I just a lot of people kind of get tore down from the way that they look, and I'm just like. I think recently they had just put a statue up somewhere, and the statue is of a plus size woman. Clearly she's a black woman. Whatever statue, I don't know what the statue is, where it's at, but I seen it, and people have been like going crazy about it, and just like that is so, not a good look. Like we could do better, this, that, and the third. And homegirl looks like me, okay, built like me, and I'm like, I don't understand what the problem is with that statue. I mean, it's nothing wrong with being healthy, but also, some people is healthy being a little healthy.
Crazy.
Yeah. I feel like everybody is not about to be looking the same. You not about everybody is trying to keep up with the Kardashians or whomever. They go and get their surgeries, and everybody that have their surgeries, they all look alike body wise, shape wise, face wise. You can't even tell from their old face no more. They having kids, and their kids is looking like their old self, and you can't even tell if that's their kid for real.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not following the beauty standard. I'm not wearing makeup. I'll wear makeup occasionally. I'm not like totally disregarding makeup, but I don't wear makeup on a regular. I don't need to. That's just me.
Yeah, you know what I say about these Instagram takes? I'll be like, man, don't nobody live life off that. That's Instagram.
That's Instagram, but it's such a high, it's a
Influence?
influence.
Okay.
Yes, it's such a high influence on a lot of people. And I mean, maybe I'll take bite to it if you cut every now and then. Usually for like recipes of food and stuff like that,
Yeah.
workout regimens, things like
Positive
positive
things.
things, God posts, everything like that. But
And
occasionally
that negativity like to
it
slip
do it
in.
slide in there sometimes, and it just be like, how you get on my algorithm?
Then you be jumping on the pod talking about you ain't listening
I
to
ain't
it.
listening to it because I'm not. I'm not listening to it. So,
Okay.
and I be in the comments and I be seeing people bashing. It just be crazy.
Uh-huh.
It just be crazy.
All right, that is crazy.
Yeah. So that's what I'm not listening to.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So let's jump right on into seasons and lifetime.
Let's jump in.
Okay.
It might need a whole episode for that night listening to though. That was wild.
That was good. Yeah. We could make that happen. So people, as you grow up, as you go through life, you meet a lot of different kind of people. Some people stick around. Bless you. Some people stick around for the season, and some people end up being your lifetimers. And I mean, family included. Sometimes they are seasonal, and sometimes they are lifers. So I just want to dive into the breakdown of people being in your life for a season and people being in your life for a lifetime and how you decipher the two.
Interesting. It's like you would have to take your time and actually evaluate each person
Mhm.
that's coming into your life. Like, sometimes you don't want people in your life forever.
Mhm.
You was just, having fun,
Yeah. A season.
a season,
Yeah.
So I think it's more so of what you gonna do and all a matter of it working out or not.
Life happens.
So I mean, I wouldn't put like a stigma on it. Like I'm gonna put these people in the box. So these gonna definitely be my lifetime people, and these
Yeah.
people in the box. It's more so like some people don't get all of you.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, most people won't get all of you.
Mhm.
So the people that's then got that far, pretty much end up being your lifetimers.
Yeah.
What you think? What's your distinction?
I kind of like you said, take your time to figure out the two. If you um see the people like not being supportive or only doing certain things for a certain amount of time, like going out going out to the club or bars, parties, whatever the case is, only for the like the ups, the turn up times.
Yeah,
You kind of see that, okay, well, that's kind of all you want to do. Like turning up every now and then is cool, but if that's all you hit me up for, you're not hitting me up for like nothing cool, like, hey, let's go to church. You're not hitting me up for nothing that's like elevation. You're not hitting me up for that. You are a seasonal friend. And if I'm surpassed going out to the club, I'm probably not gonna hit you up to go to the club no more. I didn't had that time. I'm
right.
probably gonna hit up the people that, is like, yeah, we do that every now and again, but maybe want to change the direction. Like, what, don't really want to go to the club. Let's hang out at home, cook, listen to music, good vibes, good times, stuff like that.
All right.
You kind of decipher those two because depending on where you are in your life, what season you in.
That's what I was saying. Like you kind of know, like if you know that these ain't the people that you would really have around, like no other people. That's the
Mhm.
people that you would just go to the club with.
Mhm.
Then you kind of, you kind of know that. But it's like I'd still give them a chance. Like I say, hey, well, it's time to elevate. We've been going to club for umpteen years.
Yeah.
I'm on this. What's happening? And
Right.
if they just still on their own little, their own road towards the club, towards the
Mhm.
bullshit, then
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be less time spent.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what qualities do you look for in seasons and lifetime? Seasonals and lifetimers.
It's mostly well, first off, it's always character.
Mhm.
You got to know who you're dealing with first, so what they do in different type of situations. That's always first, but after that, very close after that is the energy. Like, how do you feel when you get around these people? Do you
Mhm.
feel open? Do how do you actually feel in these
Mhm.
situations? So,
Mhm.
and sometimes that even overtake rule number one, the character. Sometimes it feels so good just to be around this energy to, no matter who it is, whatever person it was that was close to you. When you
Yeah.
get around that energy, it feel good. They might not be shit,
Right. Right.
but I'ma still do my best in doing it right. Look at the character, make sure that this ain't a person who would get mad and try to ruin your life. And
Mhm.
then shortly after that, make sure I feel good around this person.
Mhm. Mhm.
So those would be the two main things that I'd be looking for. What about you?
Yeah. I definitely look into the energies, but like the conversations. Can we have what kind of conversations are we having? Are we having just surface level conversations, or could we talk about the stars, the aliens, and all the planets and stuff like
Yeah,
that? Can
yeah.
we talk about um, you know, what we're doing, where how we're gonna do it, like, what the growth process is, can we talk about deep things like the past and traumas or anything like that? So I mean, not off the rip, of course, but
I like open-minded people, pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah, exactly, exactly. And down the road long enough with the friendships, you kind of see how that fallout process works. Or like
Uh,
the arguments or the disagreements. Like if y'all can't bounce back like almost immediately, it's just kind of like, you
right.
know,
Yeah, no.
yeah, right. And so if it take like weeks and stuff before y'all talk again, then it's kind of like, well,
What's really up?
I think I'm cool. But
Right.
then if
Yeah.
you go back and then it's like you try again, and then it's a constant thing where you keep on falling out with that individual.
I think that's like a part of having a big heart, really,
Yeah.
because it's always them signs like they get around and it be autumn almost immediately that they show you who they are. Whether it's
Mhm.
something that they just say to you that jump out, something they say about somebody else that might just jump out to you like,
Mhm.
huh. But
Mhm.
like I was saying with that second part, it might just be a cool person that felt good around, and you
Mhm.
might look past little stuff, or something might be so little you can't really address it, but you felt that, you put that in your energy bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember they had said some flaw
They
shit
said
that
something.
one time.
Yeah. Mhm.
I'm not gonna forget that. Anything that build on that, I'm
Mhm.
gonna be more sure.
Mhm. Right. Right. I had just was talking about this recently about people that you've been knowing for a long time, like not family, but like could be family. Like yo,
Yeah, people you'd have met at work, just going through life.
yeah, going through life and stuff, even like people that you grew up with. So like taking them friends that you grew up with. Sometimes y'all grow apart, right? And
Right.
but I guess my question would be like, do you keep in contact with like people that you grew apart with? Or is it just kind of like, like you grew up with these people, they became like your family or whatever, but then y'all kind of grew apart. You're not really on the hanging out terms ish, but like,
I mean, it would kind of fall to like a social media level, like just
mm,
like that's where that's at.
just
That's
say on
what that's
social
for.
media. Yeah.
You see people you knew in the third grade, you ain't seen them since, but they on the green, like, hey, that's so and so from. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, okay, they just got married. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, somebody just graduated. They was there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So it's
So it
like
just
that's
be
pretty
like
much
that.
it. I mean, I like a picture. I'm not really
Mm.
into like what else is it to? I wish you the best.
This is funny because I mean I'm sure that they probably won't listen to this, but this person they had I knew them from school from way back when, and so they had hit me up a couple years back and was like, "Hey, let's hang out," and this, that, and the third. And I kind of was like, "Okay, well, let's I don't know, let's see, let's try it out."
Alright.
I went and I hung out with her, and she was trying. We had a good time. We had a good vegan lunch and everything, and then she tried to sell me something, like sell me a pyramid scheme.
Oh wow.
And I was like,
You think, right?
dang,
I had a good time.
I had a good
This is
time.
what it was about.
It just was like you couldn't have sold it to me on the internet.
Right? You
Like
just wasted my time
you
like
just
that.
wasting my time. And I was like, damn, like we could have been cool. Like everything, like we
Right,
had
right,
good conversation, catching up, all type of things. And it was like great. And she was talking about her business and all this type of stuff. And I was
right.
like, that's perfect. Like I need people like that. But then you selling me on a pyramid scheme. It's like, girl.
Right.
I didn't like that part. That was like, dang, you I don't even know what category to put that in. Like that's not a season, that's a reason.
Um, right. Even that really wasn't nothing. That wasn't no somebody that was like in your life for real.
Mhm.
It's just that's pretty much like an event. An
Event.
event happened.
An event happened, yeah. um
So and so from the fifth grade hit me up on some spirit on some pyramid scheme.
yeah.
And shoot, we went out to lunch and everything, and shoot, I was almost had,
Yeah.
almost got.
You almost got.
That's a situation. I almost got one time. This one person that I had went to school with, type,
And it was like, okay, you know what? It's cool. Like, yeah, keep them on social media.
right?
That's me having that big heart. Like, they want to be actually cool. They want to be, nah,
Nah.
nah. So I guess with that situation, I just kind of like look at everybody in certain, you know, what you doing for real? Like, why you fucking with me for real? So talked about people draining energies, right? We like to call them vampires. How do you decipher those vampires?
Well, you would know it's a vampire once your energy keep being drained and your mood keep getting hijacked.
They just drain your energy by like always having a problem. Like, always when it's time to go and have fun, they, having the issue. They, got this, that, the third going on. And I mean, life happens, but like, wanting to kind of be around, even though in the midst of them having issues. So like if they're in depression or something like that, and then they just kind of like latch on and stuff, and like, you know what, y'all, I'm really sad and this, that, and the third, and I got this going on and this, that, and the third, but we at a time where it's like, oh, we supposed to be having fun here. Like we supposed to be having a good time, and then so it's like all the time type of vampire. You be like, dang, like
In that case, it's like, yeah, sometimes some people you just got to get away from them. You
mhm.
got to just, give them their space
Mhm.
completely, because
Mhm.
that's what's gonna happen. Can't do nothing with you.
Yeah.
Can't talk to you. Can't shoot. You gonna have an issue, and
Yeah.
we know it already. So let's go on and skip past that.
Mhm.
And whatever other space is there, shoot, it might not be none. You might need to just get away from them and let
Right.
them live in their misery.
Yeah, it's one of the misery love company type people. I'm not one of them. I be needing my people to talk to every now and then, but when I be going through something really, really like deep, I be wanting to be left alone. But, it's like I had a situation where even though that I was having my moment, I was going through depression and all this type of stuff, and it was just like I knew it was going to be an issue if I didn't go to this thing. And even though they knew specifically, like, I'm dealing with a lot, knowing everything I'm dealing with, and I got pushed to a certain situation, it was just like, okay. Then I was still looked at as the bad guy. So it's like, is there a winning in that?
So you was made out to look like the energy vampire.
Mhm.
No, really.
Right.
Once they got you in their grasp, you know that's what's coming.
Mm.
No, you ain't no escaping it.
I was like, dang, I tried my best. I really tried my best. I kept dipping off going to the bathroom to go cry. Like I was really mad. I was really in a different place, and I was like, look, I really shouldn't be going through this, going to this thing, and it wasn't it wasn't an option.
Yeah,
It's
lose
like it's
lose
either,
situation.
yeah, lose lose. Like, okay, well, you don't support me, and then now it's like you don't support me. So I was like, hey, well, there you have it. I don't support you either way. I'm
Right.
the vampire.
Where you just go your own way and not worry about it.
Yeah,
Can't
well,
worry about what you can't control.
Yeah, I feel like if people are put in those kind of situations, if you know that somebody's going through something, like yeah, I would make a separate event, not like a whole change of like, like if it was my birthday or something and I was really big on celebrating my birthday and I knew that this specific person, it wouldn't have been like that. I would have been like, look, let me see what you got going on, let me see if you could be cheered up or anything like that, maybe don't show up this, I'm not gonna be mad. You need to pull yourself together. Like, kind of
Maneuver.
maneuver this situation, like maneuver through the situation a little bit. Like, I don't know. Just kind of got to give people grace sometimes.
And yeah, you gotta let people do what they gonna do.
Mhm.
Like, if she was calling, volunteering to come, then all right, that's showing me the energy.
Yeah.
But if you see that they, just quiet everywhere, social media, messages, calls, everything quiet,
Mhm.
I kind of just let them do what they doing.
Yeah. When you check in, check in on your strong people.
Right. I'm saying quiet
Check
on
in on your
messages.
strong
I
people.
mean, you didn't hit them up. You didn't send messages, no
Yeah.
response.
Oh
Like, all
yeah, yeah.
right, I
Yeah.
ain't gonna take it personal. I know you're going through something.
Yeah, don't take it personal, right? But check in, tap in with your people, make sure that they cool, because life be life and things be going on. So yeah, if people grace, don't just immediately like, oh, I'm finna cut you off because you always depressed, like,
I mean,
or not. I
man,
mean, not like I
that would be that
always
same
depressed,
thing
but
going into the inner. It's always something wrong. It's
yeah,
like, oh man, it's
yeah,
like, yeah, you got to know situation by situation. You got to know who you're dealing with.
mhm.
But in knowing who you're dealing with, what are some of the ways that you would classify the people that you would consider family?
A few people that I just know that they gonna be in my life. Like it's just no doubt about it. They gonna be in my life. And they my cousins. They my brother, They, that's them, my sisters. It's like we could go time without talking and it's not no, funny business. It's not no funny acting. It's not no there's no, "Oh, why you just now tapping in?" or "You should have been tapped in." There's no saltiness. There's no none of that. It's just cool and everybody is good and we chilling and vibing like we was just hanging out yesterday. Those are the kind of people that I keep close. They get added because you don't talk to your cousins every day, your blood family members. And it's not no sauce, not no bad vibes. It's cool. We link up, we talk, and it's not no funny business.
Well, I mean, I feel like things in life happen for a reason. I would consider the people that I would consider family, the people I done went through stuff with. Like it happened, things happen when you around certain people because those are people you're supposed to go through it with. And if they wasn't that close, they wouldn't have been in a position to go through nothing with you or make nothing happen with you. So when stuff actually happen, those be your people for real. They could still end up being flawed too, though, at the same time. And so it's like, but
Mhm.
they your family. It's certain stuff. It's like, all right, you a thief. I ain't finna have you around like that. But when we out, I fucks with you. You
Mhm.
know, we cool. But family, family.
Yeah.
You done been through stuff with these people. You done went through many seasons and many things that would let you know who they are for real.
Yeah.
I used to always say, I don't really know you until we done had a fuck it moment. If we ain't never went through no fuck it moments, I don't know where you really at. If them ain't your people, you gonna know because they ain't on what you on. They
Yeah.
don't nothing. Nothing happen. Just casual living, casual things happen.
Yeah. I feel that too.
So we talked about seasons. We talked about reasons. We talked about lifetimes. How you feel like we should close this one out?
Saying, our circle changes as we grow. Nothing is wrong with outgrowing people. Leave with love. Keep it 100.
JH2 L podcast. Over and out.
Peace, y'all.
JH2L podcast. Just here to listen.